Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. Sanders Twin again, and we are back. So, we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off with Inside Out and Back Again. So, let's hop right in. Part 2, At Sea. Floating. Our ship creeps along the river route without lights, without cooking, without bathrooms. We are told to sip water only when we must, so our bodies can stop needing. Mine won't listen. Mother sighs. I don't blame her, having a daughter who's either dying of thirst or demanding release. Other girls must be made of bamboo, bending whichever way they are told. Mother tells Uncle Sohn, I need a bathroom. We are allowed into the commander's cabin, where the bathroom is so white and clean, so worth the embarrassment. May 1st. Slowly. I nibble on the last clump of cooked rice from my sack, hard and moldy, yet chewy and sweet inside. I chew each grain. Slowly. I hear others chew, but have never seen anyone actually eating. No one has offered to share what I smell: sardines, dried durian, salted eggs, toasted sesame. I lean toward the family on the next mat. Mother firmly shakes her head. She looks so sad as she pats my hand. May 2nd. All right, we're going to answer the first question. Why does Ha eat her food so slowly? So the answer to this question is not obvious, but there are clues to it. So let's keep in mind that this is her last clump of cooked rice. I nibble on the last clump of cooked rice from my sack. So considering that she's running out of rice, why is she eating it so slowly? If you need a sentence starter, you can use she eats her food so slowly because blank. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Rations. On the third day, we join the sea toward Thailand. The commander says it's safe enough for his men to cook, for us to go above deck, for all to smile a little. He says there's enough rice and water for 3 weeks, but rescue should happen much earlier. Do not worry, ships from all countries are out looking for us. Morning, noon, and night, we each get one clump of rice, small, medium, large, according to our height, plus 1 cup of water, no matter our size. The first hot bite of freshly cooked rice, plump and nutty, makes me imagine the taste of ripe papaya, although one has nothing to do with the other. May 3rd. Routine. Mother cannot allow idle children, hers or anyone else's. After 1 week on the ship, Brother Kwong begins English lessons. I wish he would keep it to, How are you? This is a pen. But when an adult is not there, he says, We must consider the shame of abandoning our own country and begging towards the unknown, where we will all begin again at the lowest level on the social scale. It's better in the afternoons with Brother Vu, who just wants us to do front kicks and back kicks, at times adding 1-2 punches. Brother Koi gets to monitor lines for the bathrooms, where bottoms stick out to the sea behind blankets blowing in the wind. When not in class, I have to stay within sight of Mother like a baby. Mother gives me her writing pad. Write tiny, there's but one pad. Writing becomes boring, so I draw over my words. Pouches of pan-fried shredded coconut, tamarind paste on banana leaf, steamed corn on the cob, rounds of fried dough, wedges of pineapple on a stick, and of course, cubes of papaya, tender and shiny. Mother smooths back my hair, knowing the pain of a girl who loves snacks but is stranded on a ship. May 7th. All right, we're going to answer the next question. What is Brother Kwang's perspective about his family fleeing the country? You'll find what Brother Kwang thinks in this stanza right here. He uses a lot of big words. We'll talk about this, or Mr. Sanders will talk about it. But here's where you're going to find that information. We must consider the shame of abandoning our own country and begging towards the unknown, where we will all begin again at the lowest level on the social scale. If you need a sentence starter, you can use his perspective is blank. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Once knew water, water, water everywhere, making me think land is just something I once knew, like napping on a hammock, bathing without salt, watching mother write, laughing for no reason, kicking up powdery dirt, and wearing clean night clothes, smelling of the sun. May 12th. Brother Koi's secret. Brother Koi stinks. We can't ignore it. He stews and sweats in a jacket he won't take off. Forced to sponge wipe twice a day, he wraps the jacket around his waist. He keeps clutching something in the left pocket where the stench grows. Neighbors complain, even the ones 8 mats away, saying it's bad enough being trapped in putrid hot air made from fermented bodies and oily sweat. Must everybody also endure something rotten? Finally, Brother Vu holds Brother Koi down and forces him to open his hand. A flattened chick lies crooked, neck dangling, off his palm. The chick had not a chance after we shoved for hours to board. Brother Koi screams, kicks everything off our mats. Brother Kwang carries him above deck. Quiet. May 13th. All right, let's go ahead and answer the next question. Why is such a strong stench coming from Brother Koi's pocket? You'll find that in this stanza right here. A flattened chick lies crooked, neck dangling off his palm. If you need a sentence starter, you can use there is a strong stench because blank. All right, let's continue to the last question and the last couple poems. Last respects. After 2 weeks at sea, the commander calls all of us above deck for a formal lowering of our yellow flags with 3 red stripes. South Vietnam no longer exists. One woman tries to throw herself overboard, screaming that without a country, she cannot live. As they wrestle her down, a man stabs his heart with a toothbrush. I don't know them, so their pain seems unreal, next to Brother Koi's, whose eyes are as wild as those of his broken chick. I hold his hand. Come with me. He doesn't resist. Alone, at the back of the ship, I open Mother's white handkerchief. Inside lies my mouth-bitten doll, her arms wrapped around the limp, fuzzy body of his chick. I tie it all into a bundle. Brother Koi nods, and I smile, but I regret not having my doll as soon as the white bundle sinks into the sea. May 14th. One engine. In the middle of the night, our ship stops. Mother hugs me, hearts drumming as one. If the communists catch us fleeing, it's a million times worse than staying at home. After many shouts and much time, the ship moves forward with just one engine. Mother would not release me. The commander says, Thailand is much farther on one engine. It was risky to take the river route. We escaped bombs, but miss the rescue ships. The commander decides the ration is now half a clump of rice, only at morning and night, and 1 cup of water all day. Sip, he says, and don't waste strength moving around because it's impossible to predict how much longer we will be floating. May 16th. All right, let's go ahead and answer that question. What bad news does the commander report? You'll find that in this part of this part. It was risky to take the river route. We escaped bombs but missed the rescue ships. And also keep in mind that he says it's impossible to predict how much longer they'll be floating. If you need a sentence starter, you can use the bad news he reports is blank. All right, everybody, that's it for today's read aloud. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there were some really sad parts, and it doesn't seem like their experience on this ship is very pleasant at all. But hopefully things get better, and I look forward to seeing what happens next. Until then, take care.